Okay. All right. Finally got my horse. I'll just time this other audio in case this one doesn't work. Only scared one today. Hi, class. All right. What's this? Lesson 2. And I think it's about, I forget how many times, 15 times I've done this with these horses. So this is what we're going to go through today is Southern Cross. 5 markers, 1 in the middle, 1 in each corner, 2 horses, and we're going to talk about principles of horsemanship. That's really the main goal. The task is secondary and it's just fun. This little task here, doing 2 at once, really isn't a great benefit physically for the horse until I get them really good at it and they can do transitions and things through the turns. But it's fun. Now we've got to learn the difference, and this is something I notice on the internet a lot. People not understanding the difference between a trick, so a basic cue response command, one that takes no thought process from the horse, and communication between a horse. So one's horsemanship to me, and the other one's just fun. Just fun. That's all. It's great. Nothing wrong with fun. That's what we're doing here. But if you want to do something for your horse, you've got to develop their mind, their mental, emotional fitness, and their physical fitness. Okay? It's got to be good for them. So if you really like your horse, don't just do tricks. Okay, so you can give them food rewards, get them to do piaffe and sit backwards on them if you like while they're doing piaffe. That's a trick. Okay, but if you want to communicate with a horse, see if you can vary the elevation of the horse, vary the speed of the horse in the trot, in the piaffe. See if you can go backwards while you're doing piaffe. Sideways, left, right, counted apart from a piaffe. He can do that. So that's fun. So, or used to be able to, he's old. All right, so we're going to come out here. Oh, for that, I'll show you. Okay, you guys ready? You're facing the wrong way. We'll go this way. Excuse me. Come around here. Remember to wave your leg if they come near you, mate, Liam. Around that way. Good. So I'm steering them from back here with their hindquarters, just for the, if you can see me at all. So here I want them to speed up a bit. So I'm going to put in a bit of audible. Come on. Major knows the drill. The other one's still figuring it out. You wait there, mate. Here she comes. Okay, so here at the moment, this is just automatic response. Okay. I won't worry about that just yet. Okay, let's go, Major. See if you can hook her on for me, mate. I should have really started on the side where he can actually see me, shouldn't I? Right, around there. Bring it back, big boy. Audible for Major because he's a bit blind in one eye. We'll go the other way, mate. You coming? So this is a trick. Okay, so the horse is coming back. Oh, great, that's nice. But she didn't really do it because I'm in charge. Okay, let's go this way. You hurry up. You stay on track. Okay, bring it in. And bring it in quick. Good job. One. This one's a bit slow. So this is one we're going to have a look at, okay? So this horse here, this is Hope. We worked that out. She's about 14 now. You stay there. I want this horse coming in quicker. So she's coming in. Because, you know, I'm not really, there's no great motivation for her yet. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to use this. Now, we've got to be careful of this stuff you see on the internet, is all this pressure release stuff, right? So it's more about your body language than anything else, not your stick, not your string. Now, what I want from her is, see that trot? And I want her to bring that a little more forward. So I want more impulsion than they bring in. Nice try. Let's go back out the other way. I'm just going to work with this horse. Now what I've got, the problem with Hope is that hind quarter yield there. So that hind should have yielded, and it didn't. So here the hind should yield. Oh, it actually worked. And here I wanted to hurry up. It didn't work. You're not supposed to do that. We're live. It's supposed to make me look good. Right. So what I wanted to do, my thing I'm after with this horse, so add around the marker, hind quarter yield. I want to keep that trot. You're right, mate. You should have gone back to the fence there, buddy. Keep that trot. She'll squeeze through and keep it coming in. Here you go. And I'm gonna walk backwards from it. Did you get that? That's classic. So here I've got the impulsion up. I walked backwards, submissive move by me, to give her space to come in, and you see she dances about. Now the reason she's dancing about and pulling her ears back is because she's not sure about trotting up towards a predator, human. Okay, so it takes a bit of confidence from a horse. Major doesn't have any trouble because he's pretty easy going sort of guy. But if you've got a horse who's more of a leader, it's a bit tough. Okay, so I'll just get this around here. Now during the week, I came up against, where are you going? What do they say? Horses and children, don't they? Animals and, come on then, you stay there. Come on, he wants to show off. Oh God. Walk back towards the fence, Liam. Back. Thank you. My cameraman is about to get run over. You insured, Liam? You got insurance? All right. I'll have to drag your body next door. Right, here we'll bring him in. This is gone chaotic. You coming in, guys? So I took a step back with my body language. Major kept his impulsion pretty good. Hope still sucked. Good girl. All right, what are you doing running off? Let's try that again. So I was talking about leadership, right? So this Hope is a pretty good leader. She's not top of the herd out in our big paddock. Major thinks he is, but that's only because he's experienced, I think. Stay here. So here we go. Can you see that horse, Liam? Can you see the pattern it's running by itself? So that, now here, if I could speed this horse up like that, and then transition it down like that, that would be communication. Okay, so that's the thing I want, and also doing without the ears back would be nice. But if I can get that happening, I'm going to start to develop my horse's posture a bit better, and mental stimulation, and in this case, emotional fitness, because she doesn't want to run towards me. Okay, right, something I discovered during the week that, and I got to thinking about it, is about dominance. So there's this old school, it's old school now, it was back in the 70s, 90s. So you've got to be the dominant part of the relationship, okay? Horse and human. So this sort of thing. So you've got to be like a horse. We're never going to be like a horse. We got that. Dominance is wrong because of the English translation of it. Because dominance can mean a lot of things to different people. So dominate. But so does leadership. So leadership, we say leadership in Quantum Savvy because it's not to dominate, not to control. So we have a belief in QS that it's about the give, it's about the offer, it's about your body language, not pressure. Okay, yes, pressure gets used when you're defending personal space, but that's about it. Okay, pressure gets used when pressure is being put back on you, things like that. So, but leadership is the real thing we need. So we've got to be careful. So we'll talk about dominance. Anything that's ever dominated instinctively will push back. Okay, there's no doubt about it, whether it's humans. If the government pushes you too hard and they try and dominate you, eventually there's a pushback somewhere. If you try and control a horse with gadgets, eventually there's a pushback somewhere. And it might even show out just in their health, in their mental health, in their physical health. They'll get ulcers, whatever it might be. They'll develop the wrong types of muscles because of resistance. So we've got to be careful, us humans, that we don't dominate. Okay, even if we're using leadership in the guise of leadership, and we say, oh, we're just being good leaders, it's like you're just a bossy leader. It doesn't make you a good leader. So we've got to be good leaders. So what led me to this discovery? During the week. And this is for you guys to gauge, okay, because not every situation is the same. So if I've got this horse, she wasn't doing the hindquarter yields and she wasn't coming in fast enough. And I got tempted by the dark side. You know, the dark side of horsemanship, control, because I'm human. And I thought to myself, right, I'm going to put a halter on her. Well, that's a neck rope. We don't do halters much around here because we shouldn't have to. But for me, that's control, right? So here, if I put that there, and I've got this contact, sorry, babe, if I've got contact on there, I can get control of that horse. So the reason I got tempted by the dark side during the week was I was asking my horse to do this. Because you guys are going to come up against this. And some programs will encourage you to do it. So here I wanted a sideways like this, right? And see, I've got my lead rope on there. And I wanted her to go up next to Major to get in position for my next marker. But she got scared while I was doing it and ran off. And I thought to myself, oh, that's not good enough. I can't have her scared. So I did put the lead rope on. But if you notice when I was doing it, I'll do it again. So there's direction, no pressure, right? I'm going to have her come past. I want a hindquarter yield. I've got a bit of feel on that rope, but there's not control. We humans have to get over ourselves and not try and control everything. You can give direction. So here's a bit of direction towards the hind, and the hind will go across. Here's a bit of forequarter, not forward, forequarter across. Hind, forequarter, hind, equals sideways. Back up a bit, mate. Okay, so I was tempted, but even though I did go to a lead rope to help her out because she was scared and didn't understand, we need to know the difference between communication and control. So that's communication, so this. And one day when I'm riding this horse, if it doesn't understand and I pick up, you know, a string or a rein or a stick or my hand, then she understands that that's communication. She doesn't need to be afraid. A lot of our horses out there are afraid. Anyhow, I've harped on about that. That's pressure, that's dominance. Be careful of it. You'll get bullshitted too on the internet. Are you allowed to swear? Is bullshitted a swear word? And they'll convince you with all sorts of fancy videos. You have a close look. If you see something really cool but the person's given no indication to the horse what they want, it's a trick. If they're doing something and there's a lot of pressure on that lead rope, it's control. Okay, it's dominance, not leadership. And it depends on how you translate things. Okay, I'm going to send this horse off because this is Hope. Come on, babe. I think she's going pretty good by herself. So I'll just show you. Those of you who've been following these lessons for a while. So here's my personal space flinging out there. Here I'm coming backwards. Here I'm trying to speed her up. Good girl. Nice job. All right, and she come in. So I sped her up, and I'll show you how I sped her up. So I swung my string back here to drive her forward. Like this. So like that. but I did it from a distance. So that's what sped her up for a transition. That's communication. Okay, I don't think we can see the next one. Major, come over here. You awake? Huh? What? This is my really good horse, just ran off. Wait. God, I'm going to have to cut the video. You stay there. Really should have woken him up first. You watch his hindquarter go when he decides. Zoom. Yeah. Right, stay there. Okay, bugger lugs. You stay there. God, it's like a circus. Right, so my goal, if you've been watching for a while, oh jeez, you can come back and do that again. Don't make faces at me. Good job, but let's try again. Oh, she dropped her turn, so she missed her marker. Just in case that didn't show on the camera. That there. Now go on. Okay, so I'm near my centre. My goal was to get turns and transitions like that without the faces. Okay, and she's come along pretty good. She's doing it. If I go through for one more week, I'll have this happening with these two horses quite nicely. So at the moment I can get them to do the turns, but I want the transition. So that's my goal for this week. So let's see how I go next week. If I start to put pressure on them and accelerate them a bit more, it might all scatter and blow everything apart. That does happen sometimes. That'll probably happen on Monday. And so today's Saturday. And we'll see how we go this week. So that's my goal. Stick with me. We've got one more in the series. And let's see if we can learn some horsemanship and see if I can get these guys doing transitions with their turns. Thanks, everybody.